Ready?
Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodesh.
The honors and to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Camp James, Jamaica, prophets of the Most High, Hebrew Israelites coming out once again, prophesied don't fall this wicked ass place which is currently falling, in the return of our Lord. And we the hopeful elect, the remnant, right? At this point we're supposed to let go of everything in this world, so we can hold on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As Paul said, count all things lost for the excellency, of Yahweh Shai. Because the time is coming now when we'll be test, to see what we hold on to. If we hold on to the Most High, or we hold on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we hold on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or we hold on to this wicked ass world, which basically just decaying. Can you give me Colossians 3? That's the other one.
Alright. This is Colossians chapter 3 verse 1. If ye then be risen with the Messiah, seek those things which are above, where the Messiah sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah, so affections over desire, things that we basically desire cover it, want, earnestly, supposed to be things in the kingdom. Or is it seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai first, and all these things shall be added unto you. Why? Because if you seek, for example, the scripture tell you clearly, if you lay your treasures in this world, moth and rust will corrupt it. For example, the economy is collapsing. The whole lockdown measures destroy a lot of small business, and hurt a lot of people's pocket. And there's nothing you can do about it. So why basically invest in something when it's profitable? So we're supposed to lay up our treasures, our whole affections, supposed to be in things in the kingdom of heaven that's going to be on this earth. No mystical place in the sky where we float on cloud with half naked Cupid baby like a Christian teach. That's bullshit. The kingdom of heaven will be on the earth when we rule a certain righteousness. One.
Verse 4 says, when the Messiah, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Yeah, then when Yahweh shall return, then we all basically appear in glory, because right now you basically for, as Apostle already said about last year, so some brothers we prepare for basically I'm going homeless. I'm getting reports right now where landlord want to kick out tenant, basically not taking that thing. And ultimately it coming down to the whole temptation. When the mark of the beast and the microchip, right, basically be pushed upon the scene, it will be enforced. Is either you take it or you basically can't buy or sell it, can't pay your rent in the first place. Because it's going to be the new medium of transaction, new currency going to be on it. It's going to be a digital currency. Right? So when you're Yahweh Shai, because right now we the hopeful leg, we have to go detach ourselves from the society. Right? And we all look like we're going to be like bombs, like movie Matrix. Them show the people them they live off the grid. Or I use the word Matrix,
Equilibrium and demolition man.
Demolition man. Yeah, but mostly I feed we, better than them.
You can have name right.
Yeah, and them some foolish, right? But at the end of the day we have to detach, so and that entails losing your job. Maybe losing your rent house, maybe losing your house you purchase, you have to pay tax and what, losing your family. It's losing basically anything up to your life. Not being able to basically travel, not being able to roam free, so to speak. Maybe then lock we up. Right? Because that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to the point of even your own life. One.
Verse 5 says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
Yeah, so mortify these lusts, these desires of the flesh. Make them dead, don't react to them that much. Right? Because you go and get them, you can't really control them as in like, I want to have this desire or not. No. The flesh control that, which basically react to spirits. But when we get them, we're supposed to try our best to basically mortify them. And react to them. Right? So you may find yourself lose a job, your flesh starts demons and we spend years. Well, You know, you can't lose a job, you know, because we have penny feed and all man are foolish. You know? Right, and if you come to the point where you have to lose a life, you'll get locked up on them thing there, right? So be it. Because this is how a lot of people lock. You know, I blame Christianity for the most part as well. Right? What comes after death? You know, some people are say, why saints them go dead? You know? Right, but when we die, everybody go, give me that real quick, Ecclesiastes 12:7. Right, this point one drive cross, you know, because it's going to come to the point of life or death. You know? Right, and at that given moment, you're going to basically get tested. You know, what you really believe in when your life is on the line. You're going to start with our livelihood, you know, and then you're going to move on to our very life. But right now, I'm just a threat of our livelihood. You know, I don't get threatened now, come here with my mask. Hey, the anxious thing going to come to you.
This is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 7. It says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
Yeah, and you can get me the one in Hebrews 2, and verse 14 says fear of death, or I think 14 or 9, you know. Yeah, so the scripture says what? Then shall the dust return unto the earth, you know, and the spirit return unto the Most who gave it. So when you die, it's ashes to ashes, dust to dust, your flesh rotten out. But guess what? When you die, your spirit, you know, right, go to the Most High. The spirit is eternal.
Yeah.
The spirit cannot die. Now I have to bear that in mind. You know, so that's why. Think about it this way. You can get me over Pasha 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and start at 10. Hold on this real quick. Right. Think about when you die. You see me, if you return to the Most High. Think about you returning to the Most High. When him tell us to down to the ship and we know someone is supposed to get dirty water and you die and you return and look upon him. Fuck. You know, or you basically get bearded if you not take one thing where him say you don't take, and you die and whoop me and I look upon him. You know, you feel better about me dead for your word. Go on, bro.
2 Corinthians 5 verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat, right, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he had done.
Yeah,
whether it be good or bad.
Yeah, we know a judgment seat there, you know. We basically know which part the Most High there. Right, him son Yahushai. Right, in the heavens. Right, so when you die, you basically appear before them. You know, you get sentenced. Right, but this is the last going around for the nation of Israel. You know, but you don't want to die. You know, if you come back in the kingdom as our children of the third. You know. Right, you can get me Baba Kosh Daniel 12 and start at 1. Let's start at 1. Let's read down in it real quick.
This is Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yeah, so at that time, right, basically referring to the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, okay, can I just get from me real quick? Luke 18, start at 6. You know, right? So Michael the archangel are going to return, because there's going to be a time of trouble. You know, when everything does turn upside down. When 2 Ezra 16 from verse 68 apply. You know, we're basically being persecuted. You know, on every side. Right? But the scripture say what? Michael the archangel will go forward. You know, him basically are forward with the Yahushai, the host of heaven for what? The scripture say what? As birds flying, so will the Lord defend Jerusalem. You know, and passing over will preserve it. So ask yourself, how you want to feel when you see the sky them crack? You know, and you see some rash chariots are forward, so-called UFO. How you want to feel? You want to feel one person who have that device in your hand, where basically side of the devil, and you want to be somebody where they that hold the fort. You know, it's like I watch the movie there, and it's like some army trapped somewhere, and them fight for dear life, and you see reinforcement come in. You know, like then do like the Air Force come in, and as a strike, then the other target, you see them start, you see some military come in, you see, and then start hard, but if you lose one foot, you come like you start hot now, you ready? Yeah. You see me? You get defended. That's why the scripture say what? He that wait upon me shall renew their strength.
Yep.
You know, Yahweh shall come back with healing in him wing. But who him will heal? Them who waited on him. Go on, bro.
This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth?
That's right. So when Yahweh shall return with Michael the archangel, you know, while lead the army, yo, how you want to be found in that moment? Because your scripture say no, he shall avenge them speedily. And Paul tell you, yet a little while, and he that shall come will come. So it's not a matter if he might come in, you know, he might forward. You know, we just know the specific time because that's a part of faith.
Yeah.
And then having patience.
And that we know that him will come now, we know that him will come soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because having a estimated time help with.
Yeah.
You know, so the estimated time is soon. If you can't work with that, can't help you.
That's right. John, go back this, you know.
Back in Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yeah, so the elect are going to be delivered out of the destruction that's coming because they will be found faithful, you know, unto the end. Right, continue.
Verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting shame,
Yes, so,
some to shame and everlasting contempt.
yeah, some are basically rise, you know, to glory, and some basically have to come back in the kingdom and be shame. You know, if you say, yo, Lord, you know, really never really follow the Most High, you take the chip, you know, or you live some wicked ass life when the Most High they cry out and they for repent. And you see them on them with basically adding derision, and then basically a rule, you know, and in glory. Just read the next verse, Baba Pasha.
Verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
That's right, that's the glory of the elect. You know, basically a literally spark. You know, we have got that glow lads when we are part of the elect. And but the reject, you know, have to come back in the kingdom when I can just read this part now. You know, when them go up, you know, when they die, for example, because this is it now. We don't understand the so-called white race. And there's two levels to it. You know, some people, you know, because of fear of losing them job, or losing them livelihood, or whatever reason conjure up in their mind, them take the current, the dirty water. And for the same reason, them lives, them going to basically take the chip, the microchip, the mark of the beast. You know, but when you take that, this is what will happen. Go on, bro.
2 Corinthians.
Can you come and die? You know, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 and 10.
Yep.
You will be put to death. You know, so some people say, oh, either way me go dead, so might as well me live my life. Alright, live a life, and when you're dead, what will take place now? Because there's life after death. You know, scripture say what? After death shall the judgment come, and you shall live again. You know, the judgment for that reason basically is living a lifetime, you know, right, eternal life in a shame.
Things people easily say those things.
Yeah,
So you are go dead anyway until pain lick them. So the scripture said the same shall know it after death by pain.
That's right.
You know, 'cause pain of
If
pain
you
of
know.
glory of be the teacher.
Yeah,
When shame I go be on top of that.
yeah, normal.
Yeah.
Like people who take the job right now, enough of them I feel some serious pain.
Yep.
You know, I'm pick up too. It's like a lot of people take it, I be a coughing and, you know, flu-like symptoms.
Yep.
You know, them can't get rid of it. You see me? Go on, bro.
2 Corinthians 5 and verse 10. So we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach, right, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he had done,
Yeah.
whether it be good or bad.
What you do in your body? You know? Right? Did you defile your body or did you keep it whole to your best of your ability? Because definitely taking this dirty water is defiling your body. Taking the mark is ultimately defiling your body. No, the most I don't want it again. You know? Yeah.
This is a quick one. Listen to the point. 2 Corinthians, there's more in it, but listen. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, said Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive it.
Yeah, one of the unclean thing is this dirty water. You know, they have blue crab, blood in it,
Yeah,
baby
shit.
fetus.
Yeah.
Just the name of you abomination. Caucasian baby fetus. You know? Rather than have to mention the portion them now Esau mix up with it. The falling of your body. And then scripture is supposed to what coming from among them and be separate. So the whole world will line up, you know, in line. And if I take joke, you're supposed to be the one them and say, well, I'm not going about this, you know. I'm with you as for me and my house, you know, we'll serve you about Shemi Oshai. That's the stand we're supposed to be taking right now.
No more than ever, it's clear to see what's evil and what's good. That's what the majority do.
Yeah. I know the wicked not even want to sugarcoat nothing. Once upon a time, you know, we hide things, you know. Well, still try this still, but you know, it's people tell us everything will basically be revealed.
Yeah.
And the more say straight right now, plain. You know, say hey, this job taking it is wrong. You know, right? You stepping away from the society, you know, and siding with the more side, that's the right way. It's becoming evident right now. You know, right? It's going to be an obvious choice with the mark of the beast, because this is a prelude to it. Right, so that finish? Yeah, but you're going to come to the point now where you have to basically, your life, give me that Bible question, Revelation 3. Oh, yeah, Hebrews? Read that Bible question.
Alright, this is Hebrews 4 verse 9. It says, but we see Yahushai, who was made a little lower than angels, for suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he by the grace of God should taste death for every man. For it became him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, in bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering.
Yeah, man, the point of moment I want to say, in fear of death, live them life in a bondage. Chapter 2, let's know this verse. Verse 9 and 14 and 17.
Straight at the point.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Alright, so Hebrews 4 2 verse 15, it says let me start at 14. It says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had power of death, that is the devil, and deliver them who are through fear, and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
Yeah, and that's how people doing right now, because them fear death. I blame Christianity again. You know, Christianity teaches say when you're dead, you know, or when God come, you're going to get judged if you cuss bad word, or if you gamble, or if bullshit.
I drink rum.
Yeah, you drink rum, can get that hard, you know. You know, and cuss bad word. And time down on plantation, I tell them shit. Look like me a girl now, come. Cuss bad word, I drink rum, and I gamble. And every day I read in one Christian years. Cuss bad word, I drink rum, and I gamble. And no law no go against that. You know, Yahushai turn water into wine. I guess him need to look funny. You know?
When you say that to them, you completely ignore it still.
Yeah, and Paul tell Timothy, you know, drink a little wine, you know, for thy stomach's sake. Because red wine actually help with digestion as well. And it's a better, yeah, it's one of the better thing to be drunk, to basically drunk with eating a meal. You know, for digestion. You know, yes, you're supposed to drink water, but after a meal, it's best to drink some wine. You know, but then I make you know that because them teach you, as Yahushua, I think in Matthew 23, because of the wicked scribes and Pharisees, so then basically become heavy burden for man. You know, right? The life of Christianity, the so-called pure life of Christianity, is basically impossible for them.
Yeah.
You know, it don't make sense. So people, right, because them know say yo, them can't do it, right, and them tell them about this hell thing,
Yeah.
and when they're dead, if you break the laws, them and you do this and that, you're going to help people afraid for dead.
That's why
With laws, them what they don't do it.
that's why Yahushua say you know them say what them not do.
Yeah.
You know them make it a burden for men. You know them make the way of the most a burden
Yeah.
for men.
Pastors are the biggest example. The man always the one that say, oh, sex before marriage.
Yeah, all that.
And him have 6 women for the choir, him
And
one.
I like a picnic.
And yeah, man,
And
I forgot the
little
little picnic.
Yeah, can't forget the picnic.
Right? Even the Pope them, you know, the amount of child abuse case against the Roman Catholic Church right now. And how much more them actually settle, so to speak. You know? All them things there. But you know, speak against it, yo. But yet them want to have reverence. It's all about reverence in the Pope, it's all about reverence in the church, it's all about reverence in the pastor. But it's not about reverence in the heart, but Hashem all shy.
But we're not supposed to fear death, yo. That's it. Shalom. You know, we're not supposed to fear death. Death is just well, death is scripture tell you. What? Can't get Mr. Rock, chapter 43, if I'm not mistaken. Can't start the one. Let's read this real quick, bro.
And just some of I want to the people, them afraid to dead.
Christians.
Afraid to
So they
dead.
want to go heaven,
And they say they want to go heaven.
perfect with the maker, and
Hey.
the top size.
I can say this.
one.
At work, right?
43, soon to
You have 2 entrances to the building to come inside our building.
41 and 1.
You have a back part of the building where most of the ghetto side, you know, they're on the side. Then you have the other part where the offering. The back gate, the back door. This you're bringing people who are getting married and people who are the business wedding and everything. You bring them in through that section. There. The manager lock. It's a female. She tell the security them say keep that door locked. So because on that door, it's necessary if you keep that door open because a part of
That's
a
good
different
point,
part of
yeah.
business going there. So when the security go said to her, say, why are you so afraid? You know, I want to sound a Christian. She move the security. Send him a different location.
Because she basically exposed her shame.
Exposed.
You know, and as I go back to Yahweh Shai said, you know, well the desires prophesy of you, ye hypocrites. You know, you get pointouts of Kriyameds, and if you humble yourself, you basically relocate the man. You know, that's the most say your family not come next. Your
That's
scripture
right,
said,
that's
why should he be stricken anymore?
That's why all souls shall be tried in the days to come. Because guess what? You have to prove where you stand. It's not going to be nothing, the great area and our options now, there, not this, brother. It's a left or right, up or down, you know. Pick your choose, pick your side.
Yeah, I remember I wish brother me there reason with you and I say, oh, that Jake Love. You know, Jake Love grey areas. You know, they don't want strict left or right. But Yahweh Shai said, I'd rather be cold or hot. You know, because the lukewarm will basically spoil you out. You know, Jake like we say, oh, I believe in a God, but then keep a holy motherfucker. You know, God we understand. You know?
Them
No,
step
yo.
on the side will look like them all win.
Yeah. Right, go on, bro. So the point is, yo, death, you know, because that's what we're going to face with. You know? We're going to face it for death, so be it. You know, and what comes after death. We have to know that. You can hold Second
You know what this
Thessalonians. Yeah, we want it, man. We want to read this verse and read that. Second Thessalonians
Matthew 10 and verse 28.
4:17.
So fear not
I will
them
30.
which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Yeah, so no fear them who can kill the body, yo. You know, because there's one day that. You know, and I'll be back. You know? Right? So don't worry about that. But fear the Most High. Let him be your fear, let him be your dread. Because he can bring you back. Well, him can actually keep you in the flesh. You know? And as the scripture says, man shall seek that and find it. The level of hell where you go through. Right? So you basically fear the Most High. Because the scripture speaks about the torment where them go through that basically worship the beast and receive his mark. And as we say, oh, me clearly can testify. People already received the serpent juice. We can see where them get torment already. You know, because them body, you know, it's not them health, it's not like what it was. And some are dead off. You can see that now? Huh?
This is Ecclesiasticus 41, straight to the point, 3. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and that come after. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh.
Yeah, every flesh come on dead. You know? Right? In the kingdom I only favor. Right? But on this side you don't fear death. Death is inevitable. You know?
You have to measure and live.
Yes. That's it. You know, and how you live now, you know, as the scripture said, the Most High said straight commandments.
Yeah.
Name of the prophets, him come and see me, him say what? I'm rising up early sending him prophets. You know, and the eye shall see thy teacher. Saying this is the way of walking it. We are telling you, so guess what? Yeah, we don't want to be saved by the laws, you know, and we're not justified by the laws. We're supposed to establish them. We're supposed to keep them to the best of our ability. You know,
Yes.
because they are good.
Scripture say, "Yo, count no man bless until you see his death."
Right. So when basically, again, we're going to be faced with even death. Because here we see the loss them come already. And some people are witness experience the losses, whether it be job, whether it be family or separate themselves from you, whether they want to be a lose your current dwelling, you know, whether they want to be a lose some finance, right? We see already that will take place, but we are sure they need the way how far it will go. You know, we'll get faced with death, right? The whole temptation, right? We'll try every single man on the face of the earth, which side of the on. You know, I can give me Revelation chapter 13 verse 15, Baba Kwasha. So you have to have the mindset to say, yo, I'm ready more dead. You know? And I'm find out that for the most part as well, then around people can have to say. You know, as soon as I tell me something, I know me not do nothing to happen, you know, laws with it. I'm rather dead. You see me same look for me like, you see me? Like really that extreme? Of course. I'm rather dead than young pork. You see, rather dead like the brothers in second Maccabees. Or the 7th chapter, Eleazar, you know, you think them where scripture said whatsoever written aforetime written for a learning.
Man of that dead, that act as if he
Yeah, you know, right? So rather dead than commit adultery.
Well, wait, and you have some man where I say, yo, in Israel, where I say, them can take the chip and pluck it out. So, if you have man where in the scriptures, holy men, when not even want act to eat pork, and you want act like you take the chip or
No, you
take
want
the
to
chip
take the chip and then
and
take it
then
out.
pluck it out, and you know, and then that is the next thing when you don't want to, you don't want to try that, man.
Hey, attempt the most I know.
Yeah, first thing you attempt the most high, and then the next thing to it.
You never say, yo, if any man take the chip and then take it out.
You know, the scripture never said that.
Say, yo, if any man take it.
Mhm.
So once I reach the take it part, no other. You could have take one, take it out some more.
It's like the woman will take the job and I say, yo, no weapon in the farm against me shall
Shall
prosper.
prosper. You don't get
When you don't get the joke, and
It's
then,
like, it's
you know?
like as the apostle are related to even adultery. It's like you have sex with a woman, you know, or have a next man, and you say, oh, me, I take it out now. What?
Mhm.
Where the fuck are
No. Yeah, and that is exactly, and that is like, because concerning the chip, when we book up on his information concerning, you know, the capsule coating, you know, is a thing, a part of the capsule we then call bioband, is them coat it with one kind of adhesive we make it bond to the tissues, you know, the flesh.
Yeah, that's why it's still what you call it now? It's still charged,
Exactly.
so to speak.
So if
Right,
you try
it's-
to pluck it out, you might pluck a nerve or a vein and
Yeah.
bleed to death.
Well, the, well, the scripture clearly says, receive it, so boom.
Yes.
It's Revelations 13 verse 14
Yeah, that's what
or verse 15, Salakia. Says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, and we see that a play right now, them call we anti-vaxxers, you know, and so we are threat to society, you know, because we don't want to take some poison. Right, but ultimately that'll come to when them enforce the mark of the beast, this new world order system, you know, that's been set up in front of our eyes. They even say themselves this new world order.
Yeah, you see the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another video more I show. I'm gonna show it. I put it in the group.
Yeah, please do.
No, when I come out my book up and you messed up.
You get me?
So yeah, them actually are repeated. Them actually are repeated that we're in the 4th day now of the new world order, and that
4th
was
day?
yeah, that was in July, the 22nd of July.
Okay.
You see me? So and because this is the thing. What is the new world order? The new world order is basically one governance, and what is every nation doing? Following one governance, one order. Coming, yeah.
That's simple.
I- I-
Yeah, that's simple. It's simple, but you know the other day, man, a virgin reason I said to him, and he couldn't see
Oh,
because he said to him, I live in it,
Mhm.
and it sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can't connect the dots. You have one world. Him, actually, I said the thing, you know. Come I say, I asked him, say, yo, the WHO give out one order in terms of to monitor the whole C19 thing, and the order they go through the whole earth and they
Yep.
have to do it. So what? Yeah.
Well, the UN is having their I believe annual meeting, so we'll see what comes out of that.
Yep. Now, a question, why Sweden not going to lockdown and strict measures? You know what I mean, for them citizens.
Because they're
them already
already taking it.
accomplished it. Them already have the chip. People willing and already
and
accept
using
the
it
chip.
to buy and sell.
You're right. Them reason why we are going through the process and the world are going through the process is because people not accepting it just like that. You see me I say?
Everybody needs to get on board.
Everybody need to get
And
on board.
even Denmark. Them free all of Denmark, but then them say pretty much them have the Danish people them comply with the data gathering measures. So basically, everybody get them address them and everything on digital digital database.
Yeah.
So if not figure wrong, it's easier to do contact tracing and all them thing there. And they say the people them comply. That's why they open back everything. Cause it's easy to track people.
Yeah.
So,
Eh, do- yeah, a lot of countries. You have Estonia where fully, almost fully digitized. Them have a thing what them call e-residency. From housing, zine to economy, zine. Majority, you can just look it up. Estonia digital society or something like that. Majority of the things them have digitized. Yeah.
They ain't go that trace, it wasn't about no virus.
Exactly. Then just push it out, but this fear
You can
because
free up a country right after you get that accomplished. But the virus still everywhere. But you say it not there in that country
Invisible
because of
virus.
what you think.
It was brought along to destroy the economy,
Right.
so that they can bring out their microchip. The central bank digital currencies have been speedily developed during this entire thing.
yeah.
So that's the real purpose of this
And
thing,
the
man.
only way to function in this thing I forgot digital.
Right, and
All
now
our solutions them digital. Everything.
Hey, Big Nose been telling them, but them just not this.
yeah, we're seeing a
That's why
prelude
they
to the
come with
microchip.
ends. They come with ends. Them say, oh, all right, now they can drop back in the NIDS on the board.
And it was always on the board.
Right. you know,
You really look on it.
everybody need to hurry up and get them banking account. Them will create more opportunities for e-commerce. You know,
Hey,
all them
Let me just
stuff
say
there.
one more thing because the precept have to come out. In an Harlem speech, hey, if you, them have some, he must say so much things and so much press conference and them are 3 hours long. But he must say a whole heap of things in them. And if you listen to majority of them speech, them even the speech, just go up on them page on Instagram. Now for the meeting them where them have virtual meeting with the UN and with different board meeting where them have virtually, you have them up. I always talk about some keywords with every nation has sing. New normal, build back better,
E-commerce,
e-commerce, fourth industrial revolution,
digital.
Zine, digital society,
Digital
unique number. Everybody must have a bank account. These are the same thing. He always a sing. He always a sing it. Then he make the speech. He say we cannot waste a good crisis. See? Him been pushing the new world agenda for a very long while. 100%.
Him just get promised a reward, man. And then you have as the something them put in a group today, them various contractual agreements. No, alright. You see, Jamaica, as we know, all countries are corporations. And every corporation, every major corporation have shareholders. Now, enough people don't know that if you go up on the GIS website and look on Jamaica shareholders, you are one big shareholder in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So which means that them anything we're going to a country, because every year I say, oh, we have to speak with our shareholders.
Yeah.
Them always say. So you have various ministries and you have various companies like the UN. We have whole heap of shares in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, the Jamaican Corporation is a trustee of the UN, if I remember correctly.
And then what the scripture says, Proverbs, the borrower is a servant to the lender.
Yeah. That's why most, if not, at this point, all agendas of the government are followed at this point are UN agendas because UN is a major shareholder in the Jamaican Corporation.
Best put, precept.
This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yeah, no, you cannot read the Thessalonians over pressure. And so basically when you get life, you know, be thou faithful unto death. So even if the case be that you get put to death, you lose your life, you know, you whether them mob you, whether they can in concentration camp and them kill you, or you get some executed.
Remember what you said earlier, they say they prefer die than eat pork. Than to eat something, eat, you know. Enough people, majority, almost everybody in our world don't have that spirit upon them. You see me?
Most of you give that spirit there.
You see me? Most side.
Ready? It's First Thessalonians 4 and verse 13. It says, "What I would have you, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not even as others which have no hope."
Yeah, because the hope is faith is a gift. You know, we're given this gift of understanding. You know what took place after death, after basically when the so-called die. Yahushua said, you know, they made asleep or whatever. As Paul referred to it as sleep right now. You know? Right when Saul go to the Obia woman, let's call it that, you know, basically rise up Samuel and say, "Why you wake me out of sleep? Where you come this quiet and rest for?" You know, right? Where I going? Right? And him say what? This day, you know, or tomorrow, one of them time, I think tomorrow he say, "You and your son say, "I'll be with me." You know? So I wish Paul Samuel was. Samuel was in the heavens. You know? So we will die, you know, for this ministry's sake. Right, I think Revelation chapter 6. You know, so the souls of them will basically bearded man. Them who die for the ministry. It's on them say them crying to the Most say how long? And them say until your fellow brethren, you know, be basically punished. Yeah, you can get the bubble question. Right? Because there's really no such thing as death. You know?
That's what they say, the last line say, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope.
Yeah, no hope. And don't fear, it's because it's a mystery. And they must say, don't be ignorant of this. Don't be lack of knowledge. And they must share the wisdom. So when it come to the point where you even see brothers maybe drop out, you know, so they maybe catch two brothers and them some execute them. You know, when they say, no, against the society, alright, under the law, blah, 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 we basically charge you under sedition act and blah, blah, blah. Execute brothers, alright, don't know what saying soon come back.
Remember the video where the brother put in the group?
Fine.
I'm gonna say, man say, I hear that you and your people call your way of life idolatry and you will not serve.
Yeah.
But you rather to die. But say this is so. And him kill everybody around him. And say, you change your mind. Wanna change your mind? Just accept him dead.
Yeah, it's a honorable thing for death for righteousness, yo. You know, we have to live one life of shame. It should be say, why should we stay away to seek love?
You know, he that searches for his life shall lose it.
My brother can get it as well.
I believe that search shall find.
You have a revelation of it?
Yeah, this is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9. "And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and for the testimony which they held."
And the testimony of Yahushua, what? The spirit of prophecy. Yep. Jeremiah 28, verse 8. They were prophesy against great country, kingdom, and nations. So come out and we are the doomsday prophets indeed. You know, and people hate we. Right, and because of that, big nose and him friend them, you know, white man, you know, you have to father the devil. Them are charged with sedition and whatever law them want to put in, if they come up against us, anti-gang legislation, you know, hate crime, whatever.
Hate speech and everything.
Right? You know, some of we are basically die for this ministry's sake, for speaking the truth. Just like they did the apostles, just like they did the Yahushai.
Yeah.
Right? Servant is not greater than his master. Come on, bro.
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, "How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?" And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants, also their brethren, that should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled.
Yep.
And that clearly shows you when I die, what's that? 2 Corinthians chapter 5. So we have a different body, because it's a white robes given unto them. Where them put the white robes on? You know, if a spirit like where Christians teach, it's a body them have. It's a different body. All flesh is not the same. You know, there's one terrestrial and one celestial, and the glory of one is different from the other.
Yeah, I have a quick one, shot a quick one towards that. Finish that, right? Alright, it says, Revelation 14 and 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord Yahushai from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
The works do follow them. Go back to Daniel, it's the 12th chapter. You know, some to ever arise to everlasting life, you know, rather than glory. Right, their works follow them because they have been named. Can you get me Revelation 20 verse 4 as well?
Con, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years.
There you go. The scripture says, which had not worshipped the image, you know, or the beast. So the elect will always be against the society. You know, the prophets will always be against this wicked society. You know, we don't like you. We're not none good to say about you. You know, this is a wicked kingdom. Right? And the scripture say what? They were beheaded, you know, then get put to death. But know what? Them live and reign with the Yahushai 1,000 years, because they might get back them life. You know? We can get the Thessalonians now, one question.
You want me to read?
Yeah.
The 2 Thessalonians
4 and it started at 13.
Something drop. Alright, this is 2 Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 4, reading verse 13 again. It says, "What I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that he sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will God bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of the Most High, and the dead in the Messiah shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Read the next verse.
Wherefore comfort one another with these words."
Yeah, so we use this word, you know, it's a comforter to tell you people, say, yes, it's okay to die for this ministry. It's okay to lose your livelihood and lose up to your literal life, you know, for not taking the job, not taking the chip, the mark of the beast, and standing and speaking against the society. When we speak against the society, we will be hated. The scripture say what they hate him that he is going to rebuke it in the gates. You know, and he that turned from evil, making himself a prey. But guess what? Yahushua is coming back. And what we want on him forward? You know? How you want him come back, come find you? Or how you want die and for go face him in the heavens?
The scripture say, righteousness is life. Righteousness is the grey hair of men. That's a true immortality.
Yeah, the elder Shapur normally used to say basically that basically what men fear a lot of the times are the sting of death. You know? Because
Right, that's when I finish.
yeah, because it was one example where the elder normally uses is that if somebody had get cut off right in front of you, who feels it more? You know, who feel it more? You know, the person will see it and looking on. But the Yahushua conquered death. You know, Yahushua conquered death and show we as an example that look, there is life beyond that. You know, so pain is a short, is a minor price to pay.
It's just a transition.
Right,
Think
transition
about it
of
like
soul.
that.
Even songs when them like artists when them glorify and songs when them glorify. One of those songs was Damian Marley. You know what I mean? When him say destruction of the